Monsters Inc. 2 Lost in Paradise was a proposed sequel to the critical acclaimed Monsters Inc. from 2001. This film has been made in development for quite a while by Circle 7 Animation. Sadly, it never made through the development stages before it was cancelled in 2006 due to Circle 7's closing. The plot would have been revolved around Mike and Sully traveling in the human world to find Boo. Supposedly, the film would actually go more darker than its actual predecessor. However, due to its closing in 2006 from Circle 7 Animation, the film never left its development. It was scrapped along with the other sequels such as Toy Story 3's original story. Luckily, there were some storyboards and concept art for the film. Although, according to Pete Docter, he has stated that we purposefully went with a prequel for Monsters University because we didn't want to answer some of the questions about what happens to Boo and how does she grow up and things like that. It would take about 12 years later until we actually finally get a sequel to Monsters Inc. Although it's a prequel, I'm still kind of disappointed that the original never left its development stages. On July 2009, Warner Bros. Animation announced a new Looney Tunes cartoon. This would have been meant for a television show, to which it would have been picked up by Cartoon Network a few years later. Although it would actually go back to its golden ages from the 40s to the 60s. However, it was actually test screened on November 2009. The executives were very impressed. The idea would have also been a result in making the Looney Tunes show on May 3rd, 2011, picked up by Cartoon Network, which later aired on The Boomerang. However, on May 30th, 2020, Trevor Thomas has uploaded the video called Hold the Restorations Please. This is where he talks about several classic Looney Tunes shorts that were just aired on HBO Max. Towards the end of the video, he shares 1 minute of the test pitch, Looney Tunes Laugh Loft. Despite his followers want to know more about the Laugh Loft, he revealed that he will be able to share it as long as he gets 5,000 subscribers. This would have been a bit impossible to do, to which it wouldn't because many fans actually been wanting to see the show. Although there's another clip from the show which is 18 seconds long, which is now one of the few only known sources from the show's existence. Looney Tunes Laugh Loft is still lost, but a clip and the intro is still available online. Super Paper Mario was the third installment to the Paper Mario franchise. Despite that the game was met with mixed to negative to positive reception, there was originally a GameCube version supposed to be released back in 2006, a year before it was released on the Wii. The game was shown at E3 2006 press conference before it was released onto the Wii on April 2007. This was because the GameCube was dying at the time and the Wii was just introduced to the E3. Super Paper Mario was also going to be a GameCube exclusive before it was made to a Wii exclusive game. While Super Paper Mario is still available on the Wii, the GameCube version of the game is still completely lost. However, Super Paper Mario was still a game that has 4 characters playable: Mario, Luigi, Peach, and Bowser. The only evidence for this game's existence is this title screen and a few short clips. In 2002, the Backyardigans also had a pilot episode, which is supposed to be a sequel to the other pilot back in 1998. There's very little information known about this pilot episode, other than it exists. Although there was originally footage for this lost pilot episode, however, it was taken down sometime later on, making it lost. Luckily, there were some few screenshots found with Pablo, Tyrone, and Unica. Despite a few screenshots exist, Tasha and Austin were originally also going to appear, although Austin didn't even appear till later on in the pilot episode. But sadly, he was never shown at all. Tasha was never even mentioned either. To this day, the pilot episode is still lost and still out there under Nickelodeon's name. On June 14, 2004, Cartoon Network has updated their own logo. In order to celebrate their new updated logo, there have been lots of bumpers where cartoon characters from their own shows interact with each other from 2004 to 2007. Around April 2006, there was a new announcer that replaced Nikki with a male. This would have gone on until summer of 2007. That's where the last time the bumpers were ever appeared. 2004 and the 2005 bumpers are still available online because they're common. The 2006 and 2007 bumpers are a bit difficult to find. There are two shows that also have bumpers, which was Totally Spies and Sunday Pants. However, unlike Sunday Pants, since it was made by overseas, Totally Spies also had a handful of bumpers, to which they're all now lost, which is such a shame for one of the two only shows that is not Cartoon Network original. This movie is the last thing I'll be talking about on my list. Gigantic is actually a canceled film that was supposed to be released around 2018, same time like Wreck-It Ralph 2. However, because Wreck-It Ralph Breaks the Internet was a bit more favorable, Gigantic was canceled. Did you know that it was originally called Giants at this point? It was changed during its development for a while. The plot for Gigantic is actually a bit basic, a bit similar to Jack and the Beanstalk, but this time it's focused on Jack, an 11-year-old girl who's a giant. The movie was revealed at D23 back in 2015 under the name Giants, which was before it was changed to Gigantic. Although a few screenshots and a few concept arts are found, any footage of the film has not have been surfaced yet. Although there has been an Easter egg in Zootopia, to which it's kind of a funny pun. Although it is sad that the film has never been released since then. And it's very unlikely because of Disney's decisions back then for their own films in favor of Wreck-It Ralph 2. But it's a possibility that they can actually bring the film back and release again somewhere around 2022. But for now, it's up to Disney and it'll remain a mystery.